Hello, Aldrin Alternate here. I am at the Helensvale Cultural Centre and I've just seen an amazing play read of a fantastic new play called The Last Trip. And we've been talking about death and dying a fair bit tonight, and I'm very curious to think what you think of death and dying, to see what you think. And we're actually going to chat with the guy who wrote Death and Dying, who's also a Toastmasters world champion, would you believe? Amazing guy called Mark Hunter. Here he is right here. Hello Mark, well done tonight.
Thank you, Aldrin. Thank you very much.
That was a fantastic play. A lot of discussion going on here tonight. Can you tell us a bit about why you started the play and your thoughts around death and dying?
I started the play about 2015, and what I wanted to do then was promote discussion, because I don't think we discuss dying and death very well at all. In many cultures. Some cultures do it really well, but we don't. So it was about using the arts to make social comment, and that was one of my aims, and promote discussion and challenge people's thinking about their own life and living and their own life and dying. And as you can see, we ran a live reading, and the conversation afterwards was testament to not only the need for it, but it gave me an affirmation about the work, the play as it is, as being a conduit for promoting discussion. In fact, we had some amazing discussion, and I've incorporated humour, but I've also incorporated music, because I think culturally music is part of the outlying process, but I've incorporated in the play and used songs to progress thinking, or even an item or an issue around dying and death as well. So I think it's extremely timely here in many Western countries as we interact with concepts like assisted dying, and hospices, the role of hospices, the role of palliative care in hospitals. And if there's an underlying message I've got, it would be about hospice, the value of hospice palliative care, and the considerable love and compassion that sits with that environment, that allows people to die their own way, under the care and comfort of the hospice staff. So this play opens up, I think it's about 40 issues around dying and death I've got in there.
Yes.
My hope is that I get someone to sponsor the play, to fund its professional production, so that it could hit not only the national stage or the state stage, but a travelling stage and even the world stage, where it can be used as a conduit for social change.
It was absolutely brilliant. You know, a lot of discussion in the theatre as well as outside. I think there are about 100 people here tonight. It was a fantastic turn up, and everyone had an opinion of some sort around it. And some people said, oh, it's a little bit close to home, you know. So, you know, for some people it could be quite hard to confront some of these subjects. However, the fact is you've just now put it all out in the open, and then people can decide from there how they're going to take it. And what sort of feedback have you had tonight from some of the people you've spoken to?
I've had very, very positive feedback, some hints on how I can make it work better for the audience, which was the purpose of tonight's reading, for me to get feedback to make it work better. It has been confrontational, but it didn't create a sense of unreserved grief, because I've used humour and I used music to lighten the subject. So people did have to sometimes confront their view of death and dying. And for some, someone came up to me and said, I've changed my view on whether or not about hospice care, assisted dying, and the options that I have because of the play. And if I can promote that discussion, then I'm serving the audience in a way that I believe can make a positive difference.
And what do you think happens after death?
The jury is not I think there's something. I'm over the heaven and hell issue quite clearly. Not clearly, because I pose that question, but for me personally, I think there's something. I don't know what it is.
I think that's what they said in the play too.
character did, yes. One character most certainly did, yes. And you know, it's interesting what I've learned about the difference between playwriting and speech writing is that you have to develop a depth of character and you have to put them in conflict. I mean, stories have conflict, but I had to create enough colour in the characters to make them accessible by the audience.
Yes,
Which was good learning for me.
I thought they were very relatable, and you know the issue about the will. Now that's always an interesting conversation and something that can really tear families apart. You know, a lot, which is very sad to see in that situation. And you addressed that, and you did it in a really masterful way, I thought. So I cannot wait to see this actually fully acted out. And I'm sure you'll be able to get funding. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Now you, Mark, for those that don't know, you are a Toastmasters World Champion. Can you just let us know when you won your championship and what it was for?
I won the World Championships of Public Speaking in the Toastmasters World in 2009, and I won it with a speech that was, interestingly enough, about the power of love compared with the power of the sword if you want to bring about change. And as I said to the audience there tonight, this has been a labour of love for me. So that Toastmasters speech, that's what it gave me. It gave me the title of World Champion of Public Speaking, which is another one I ponder at occasionally, wonder how I got there.
Well, that's extraordinary. I mean, how many people are there in Toastmasters?
In that particular competition, about 30,000 enter it every year.
Wow.
So to come out, I wasn't a professional speaker, I was a school principal, and I came out number one in that year.
Wow.
It was quite remarkable.
That's extraordinary. And that was exactly 10 years ago now.
It is, yes.
Till this year. Isn't that interesting?
But I'm passionate all about it. Yes, I could have sat with that, but I'm passionate about the need to reinvent myself. And I think as we age, whatever our beginning is, or whatever age we're at, I find significant benefit in reinventing yourself. And they don't have to be big tasks like writing a play or a book or winning a world championship. They can be small tasks that we can all access.
Yes, because one topic covered tonight was you do not want to die with any regrets, right? So you want to make sure you live life to the full, and I can see, Mark, that you certainly do that. And any tips you'd give for anyone watching this on how they can live life to the full?
I think it's based on knowing yourself well. St. Augustine talks about his quote, "Novum me, novum te," and he said, that's let me know myself, let me know thee, meaning God. And he said, knowing yourself is the harder task. Not that I'm religious, but I think if you want to live yourself well, know yourself well, and be okay with who you are.
I love it. You're amazing, Mark. Very inspiring. And thank you so much. Any final words?
I think I'd encourage people to watch out for the play. You know, if it comes to pass and get it into the professional stage. But know and accept yourself well for all your flaws and strengths and weaknesses and loves and joys. Know yourself and love it.
Oh, fantastic. That's great. And if anyone wants to support you, of course, how can they find you to support you?
They can get me via my website, Mark Hunter Speaker, or it's markhunter.com.au. The address there's an email address there as well. So
fantastic.
That'd be great.
Well done, Mark. It was brilliant. Absolutely loved it, and I can just see it on stage. I can see it being acted out, and I can see it becoming very successful. So, wishing you all the very best with that, with the last trip, and hopefully it won't be the last trip with the last trip. Hopefully we'll have many trips with the last trip. Thank you once again. All right, we'll see you later. And thank you to everyone who's watching this. Hello to all our live viewers. We've got John, Linda, Michael. Hello, Faith. Christopher, Beverly, Barbie, Bonnie, nice to see you guys. We've just been chatting to Mark Hunter. He wrote the play The Last Trip. It's a play with music, and it's really beautifully done and addresses a lot of issues around death and dying. So keep an eye out for that. He is looking for funding at the moment. There's about 100 people here at the Helensvale Cultural Centre tonight, and wow, what an inspiration Mark is, and former world champion Toastmaster public speaking. from 30,000 entrants, and he's right here on the Gold Coast. So, extraordinary man. And as you can see, people don't want to leave here tonight. I think we're meant to be out of here about 15 minutes ago. And I'm just going to show you the crowd that's still left. So there's Mark there he is, and some of the other people here tonight. There we go, you can see they're all having a great time. And yeah, it has been extraordinary. So thank you so much for joining me on the live, and getting my bag ready to go. They're starting to usher us out. Hello, Gopal, nice to see you. And what do you think about death and dying? What are your thoughts about it? And what sort of tips can you give people to live life to the full? Because that's what it's all about, isn't it? Living a life without regrets. Live life to the full. What tips can you give us around that, living life to the full? And what do you think about death and dying? What do you think about euthanasia? Do you believe in voluntary euthanasia? Topics that are very, very interesting. And just pop your comments in the chat here. Would love to hear from you. Big thanks to Mark Hunter for the last trip. Keep an eye out for it and connect with him. Mark Hunter, extraordinary man. And it's a great honour to be here tonight. So thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already joined my tribe, join the Mass Media Tribe on Facebook and on Meetup. I've got my next events coming up in Brisbane on the 25th of September. Next Mass Media Tribe events, I've got my How to Gain $1 Million worth of free publicity workshop from 9 till 1 at the Manly Hotel. And then at night time, we've got Eric Balance. We're talking about how to amplify your audience. Eric Balance is an amazing speaker from Canada. He's speaking at the Mass Media Tribe meetup at night time at the Manly Hotel. We're having networking over dinner at 5:30, and then 7 till 9 is the meetup event at night. So a full day, 25th September. And then on the 27th of September, on the Friday night, we've got the Gold Coast Business Laughter Club event coming up as well. That will be at the Quality Hotel Mermaid Waters. We've got a whole lot of amazing performers coming there. And then the Animal Action Night for Big Cats is coming up on October 5. Can't wait for that. We are raising funds for an amazing cause called Land of the Free, which is helping to end the trophy hunting of endangered animals like cougars and lions and bears, etc. It's a fantastic cause. A lady called Lynn Santa, a good friend of mine, has headed that. It's got support from amazing celebrities like Tippi Hedren and Priscilla Presley. So a very big project out to help end that atrocious sport of trophy hunting for endangered animals. We want to help save the species and save the planet, and it does come down to people being kinder to themselves and kinder to others, I believe. So hopefully this Facebook Live tonight has inspired you, and I'd love to see your comments below in the chat here. What are some tips you can give people on how to live life to the full? And what are your thoughts on death and dying? What do you think happens once we die? What happens? Love to hear from you. Anyway, I'm going to sign out now. Remember to shine your light bright and light up all those around you. I do believe in the power of one, and I do believe in you. So go out and make the difference that only you are here to make. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. We'll see you again soon. Bye for now.